Let's go, L-E-G-S-G-O, big G, little O, go and go and go. Let's go, L-E-G-S-G-O, big G, little O, go and go and go. I'm going out tonight, and then we start to fight. I wanna stay all night, I wanna stay all night. It's not a bad idea, just let the music play, and we'll forget about it, and we'll forget about it. Hey, hey, yo, yo, I don't wanna go, go, I just wanna dance all night. Hey, hey, yo, yo, I don't wanna go, go, I just wanna dance all night. Take my hand and dance if you can. Take my hand and dance if you can. It's a matter of fact, I wanna shake it like that. Come on, I wanna shake it.
Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of Grit for Glamour. I'm your host, Té Chavez,
And I'm Sara Coonrod,
and today I'm going to teach you how to make a taquito dish with a spicy chili sauce.
and I'm going to show you how to recreate a desert sunset to enhance your Mexican mood.
Ready to get started? Let's go.
Mexican sunset eyes.
So starting off, I'm going to be using a few different products from Urban Decay, Makeup Forever, Benefit, Illamasqua, and Kat Von D. Really good artistry makeup brands. I'm starting off with a primer. As you can see, I apply it with a brush first, and then I'm just going to smooth it out everywhere that I'm applying shadow. I'm using my fourth finger so I don't stretch out my eye area. Nobody wants wrinkles. I'm going to use number 70 from Makeup Forever as my transition color. So right in the crease, using just the basic fluffy crease brush to really softly blend out that color. We don't want any harsh edges with this.
How important do you think brushes are?
Super important. You cannot get this technique like that effect with your fingers or with the sponge applicators. It doesn't work. I've tried it. It does not work. For the blue, I'm taking a flat paddle brush, a little bit more dense so it packs on the color a little bit more. Just smoothing that out over the lid. And then for my third color, I'm using a dense domed smudge brush. This is my deepest color. I'm applying this just in the crease to give a little bit more depth to the look. Just doing it right in between my lid color and the crease color. And so you're starting to see that almost smoked out effect.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And you just want to make sure there are no harsh edges. So for the glitter, I'm using a loose glitter from Tarina Tarantino. I'm spraying my brush with the Mist and Fix from Makeup Forever so that I don't get glitter all over my cheeks. It's not really cute. I'm just going to pat it on my lid and then blend out.
And I noticed that you're using your finger. Is that important or?
For something like this, it's a little bit more efficient because you don't want the glitter color to completely block out that blue. We want it to give more of just like a sheen. So see how you can still see a little bit of the blue through the glitter? Using my fingers is allowing me to disperse the glitter instead of just packing it on and giving more of a gold hue.
And what kind of eyeliner are you using?
This is the tattoo liner from Kat Von D. This liner is awesome because it has a super fine tip, which allows me to get a really nice wing at the ends and not getting that crazy raccoon look with your eyeliner being way too thick. You get a lot of control and precision with it. It's also waterproof and it stays on forever. For this step, if you're comfortable lining your waterline, just gently apply a little bit of pressure just so you can get a decent application, and just use a regular, just whatever black waterproof liner you have lying around will work the best. And right underneath my lash line, I like to use two liners. This is where we're incorporating a little bit more of the blue. This is this teal blue shade from Urban Decay.
So this is actually being like close to the same colors that you would put on your eyeshadow in the beginning.
Yes. Yeah, it's very similar. And then for my mascara, I'm using a water-resistant formula so it stays on a really long time.
And doing the wiggle and jiggle.
Exactly. So I'm applying it right at the base of my lashes and then kind of wiggling and blinking as I move up the lashes so that they stay fanned out and don't get clumpy. And as you can see, they're not clumpy.
Beautiful Mexican sunset eye.
And with this orange color, it's really cool because it actually makes my brown eyes look more golden. So color theory. Taquitos with chili sauce.
Okay, so here's what you're going to need for this. You need a chicken breast, some garlic, a little bit of soy sauce, some pepper. You're going to smash that garlic and mince it. You want to take off that shell because the shell is never really good for any kind of dish. Take off the little front piece and mince. Throw that in the bowl with the chicken. add about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, like so. From that point, you're going to add a little bit of pepper. Black pepper is the best because it dissipates when you're cooking with it, and you want to add about half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of water. Then you're going to slice the chicken. You're going to stab the chicken, and the reason why you're doing that, I know, the reason why you're doing that is because you're trying to like get the marinade inside the chicken. Wash your hands because you don't want botulism, and throw that in the refrigerator for it to marinate for about 20 minutes. Turn on that fire, put on that pan, add about a tablespoon of olive oil. Once that chicken is marinated, take it out of the refrigerator and slice it into a little bit smaller pieces than what it actually is, because it cooks faster. You don't really have to worry about like anything not being cooked. Throw that in the pan, let it cook, and do not throw out that marinade because that marinade is going to go right on top of that chicken. The chicken's going to boil with that, and it's going to taste so delicious. Put that lid on it, and now I'm going to teach you how to do the chili sauce. Okay, so to start, you're going to take out your blender, and you're going to have tomato sauce, some chilies, garlic, and pepper. Open up that tomato sauce can, which is an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, and you're going to pour that inside the blender. Then you're going to add some water to it. Oh, whoops. There's some. There you go. Add an 8-ounce can of water to it. Then you're going to chop your garlic. You don't need to mince the garlic. All you need to do is take off the shell around it because it's going to be blended anyway. So just take off the shell and you're going to put that inside the blender. Once you put that inside the blender, like so, you're going to add your chilies. What kind of chilies are they?
Chiles are boles. Tree chilies.
Tree chilies. I like to have about 6 or 7 of these things because I like it really spicy. You could add 1 or 2 if you want less spicy to it. I'm pretty much into the spicy, so.
Do at least 5.
Do at least 5. Add a little bit of salt because the tomato sauce is going to have a little bit of sodium in it already, so you need to have a whole bunch of salt in it. Add a good pinch of pepper from the grinder, and then, well, 1 more chili.
We love our chilies.
We love our chilies there. Put that on liquefy for about 30 seconds to a minute. You're going to pour that into your container, cover it up, and throw that back into the refrigerator. Or throw that in the refrigerator, actually. Now, go back to your chicken. The chicken should be cooked about this time. So you're going to take that chicken out and you're going to put it inside of a bowl. Do not throw away that marinade because that marinade will boil down to a really delicious sauce that you put on top of it. It's sort of like a teriyaki sauce. It just gives it a bunch of flavor. Throw that on top of it. Just as so.
How fancy.
Fancy. Let that cool because your fingers will burn. And then you're going to shred it. Once you shred that, you want to shred it to like very small pieces because that's what you're going to throw inside the corn tortilla. So, just like so. Mix it together with all the rest of the sauce, and you'll be laughing. So, get a pan, cover it with aluminum foil.
What about cooking spray?
You can put cooking spray down, but I prefer using aluminum foil because I'm really lazy. I don't want to have any kind of cleanup. So for me, I'd rather put aluminum foil because it cooks exactly the same way. This may be a little bit more than what people can actually do, but throw them on throw the tortillas on the flame. Cook them until they're a little bit stiff because corn tortillas can be a little soft when you pull them out of the package. Throw a little bit of olive oil on them. Generally, taquitos are deep fried, and I don't like having really deep fried things because A, they're really fattening, and B, I don't know, they're just really fattening. Let's just leave it at that. Roll those up and put them inside the pan. Once you get those taquitos inside the pan, like so, you want to throw them in the oven for about 350 to 400 depending on what climate you were in. Put them on for about 20 minutes. If they're not cooked by 20 minutes, put them on for a little bit longer. So check them. After 20 minutes, look at them. If they're golden brown like these are, put them on that plate. Plate those things up, and they are delicious as an appetizer, as a main dish. Go to the refrigerator, pull out that chili sauce, put that on the plate, throw that spoon inside of it, and you have the best, delicious meal ever.
Looks like a taquito party.
It's a taquito party. Yes. Delicious. And there is Miss Sara Coonrod holding the taquitos. Yay!
So festive.
And there there you have it. With all this Mexico feeling in the air, we decided to have margaritas. If you wanted to do anything else, please write down in the comment area. I'm Té Chavez. Thank you for watching Grit for Glamour. It's always hard to start off these. You should have said adios.
Whatever.